Well, hello there, Football Manager fans, and welcome back to another episode of Football Manager with me, Pepe. Hope you've subscribed and hit the notification bell. As the Arsenal series comes to a close, we've played 70 games with them, and if you want a second series, let me know in the discussion part of this channel, and if I get like 500 views on just one Arsenal episode, I will automatically do a second series for you, because we signed some really good players there. I am, however, going to do something I normally do. I've been playing Football Manager about 15 years. Championship Manager probably about 20 years. Before Football Manager, I played Championship Manager, and I've been playing Football Manager for about 15 years. And I always play as Rochdale because they're my team, and they're the team that I love. So, yep. I started supporting Rochdale back in 1988, 87. When I was like 6 or 7 years old, which give you an idea. I was born 81, and it was just as Alex Ferguson turned up at Manchester United that I started supporting Rochdale. And my dad's a big Man United fan, and he used to give me the Man United bedspread, wallpaper, the blue diamond away shirt, even the grey one, and he still couldn't turn me. So I still carried on supporting Rochdale. However, Rochdale are not one of the most successful clubs in the Football League, and Manchester United under Alex Ferguson had like 2 decades of just glory. So I had terrible poor timing and poor choice as a kid, but nevertheless it's built a bit of stoicism and a bit of character in me supporting Rochdale. My second team is actually Barcelona, because I came downstairs one day wanting to go outside and play football, and my dad wouldn't go out and play football with me, and he was watching Manchester United versus Barcelona on TV. So I just sat down and started supporting Barcelona just to annoy him. I didn't know Barcelona were a good team at that time. I was just a kid, just a wee nipper, probably about 10-year-old, and so I ended up supporting Barcelona as my second team. And going to school, if Rochdale's your first team, your second team's got to be a great one. So here I am, taking over Rochdale, and we're about to have a look at their squad right now. Obviously pretty poor in terms of sharpness. We've only just taken them over. Goalkeeper wise, we have Josh Lillis. He's been around for nearly 10 years now. He's been at the club. He's not a bad keeper, particularly in this. And Brad Wade, a young lad. So we are going to have to put Brad Wade into the under-23s, I'm afraid. Ethan Ebanks-Landell's just moved to Shrewsbury in real life. He's an absolute beast. Love the man, was brilliant on loan for us. Ryan Delaney turns like the Titanic. Pace 10, acceleration 10, probably generous. Heading 15, I'll agree with. Tackling 11, go on, I'll give you that as well. He's a good player. He's alright. Jim McNulty, good old Jim. He is losing a bit of acceleration and pace now, but it comes to us all, I'm afraid. On here he's wanted by a few clubs. Kigose, Mr. Enclair, that's actually pronounced Enclair, and he's been good for us. He's been great the last part of the season, to be honest. Kind of want to keep him. Ryan McLaughlin came in. He's short of stamina, really. In real life, he needs game time. He needs a good pre-season, but he's decent right back. He replaced Joe Rafferty, who went to Preston. MJ Williams, holding midfield player. Matty Dunn, I hope he signs a new contract at Rochdale. I'm not sure he will, but he's been a good left-sided player for us, and he's played everywhere, to be honest. Joe Bunny, Peter Crouch's love child. Um, allegedly, just allegedly, in case he sees me. I do like Joe. He's a good lad. He's a good player. He's on loan. We'll keep him. And Callum Camps. He's another youth product through Rochdale's academy. Ethan Hamilton. He's done great for us. He's got a hell of a left foot in him, you know. It says either foot, and it is right. He's a good 2-footed player. But Ollie Rathbone. Ollie. Nice young lad. Good midfielder. Gets beyond the midfield line. Jimmy Keohane, he did a great job for us. Came in as a utility player, played right back, centre mid. Brad Inman, yeah, that silence there. Didn't have his best season for Rochdale, but he's a talented player, and I actually think has more talent than people think. But Stephen Dooley, another good, hard-working player, you know. Jordan Williams, hard-working, but not great. Ian Henderson, the legend, the Herbalife legend. He's absolutely brilliant, Herbalife Hendo, and he's stunning. Without him, we'd have been relegated 3 seasons ago. Zach Clough, always injured, never really played a lot. I don't know if we can send players back. We can't terminate loan, can we? No, but he's always pretty injured. Aaron Wilbraham, finishing 7. I'll agree with that. Yeah, I'd like to see him move on. Calvin Andrew, finishing 7 as well. I'd agree with that. This physical stuff, I'd also agree with. Man Mountain, great lad. One of the nicest people you ever meet, cracking bloke, but doesn't score the goals. In fact, just to show you, I think he's like 6 or 7 goals a season kind of guy. Career stats: 3, 7, 6, 5. There you go, at Rochdale. He's got over 30 games in those 4 seasons. He's just not an out-and-out goal scorer. He never has been throughout his entire career, to be honest. He's only ever got 1 at the other clubs, except for Brighton on loan. He got 3. Luton, he played 39, he got 2. So he's 1 goal every 9 games. Every 9 games he scores, basically. And Crystal Palace once paid 80 grand for him, after he'd only scored 2 goals in 39 games for Luton. That's ugly. Yeah, he's done 5 seasons with Rochdale now. I think he only scored 5 or 6 goals this season as well. Not good at all. But that's the squad. Let's have a look at the under-23, see if there's... Brian Barry Murphy's now the manager. Keith Hill got sacked. Steve Collis is goalkeeping coach. Am I paying him... what wages am I paying him? 500 quid a week. Can't really terminate contracts. He's one of the coaches. John Hamsat, he's not a left back, he's a centre half. They've got that wrong. Aaron Morley's a good young prospect for us. Daniel Edsed's a great young prospect for us. Should be a lot better than that. Hell of a lot better. Matty Gillam, he's on loan at Cork City at the moment. We're just going to move him into the senior squad. Ricard Pike from Huddersfield. He was decent for us, but again, you know, there's no point having him there. Rory Holden from Bristol City. I think some of these lads are on loan. Fabio Tavares, good. Should be a lot better than that. Lewis Bradley's decent. Again, should be a hell of a lot better. Yeah, some of the lads who are basically on loan I would send back. Ebanks, Landell I'd keep. Bunny, Hamilton I'd keep. But Pike, Clough and Holden, I'd honestly send them back. The Clough, in this I would keep him in the game, but in real life I'd send him back. Pike I think was good but didn't have a lot of opportunities, same with Holden. You can see the talent there, but in 2 years they'll be players. Right now they're just not ready. So yeah, I'm gonna be taking over the mighty Rochdale, and I will be taking over training and stuff like that as well. So I'm gonna make sure that I do little tutorials throughout this game as well, and put a few tutorials up on the channel as well, so stay tuned for them. James Neal is a good player. Got some decent lads at Rochdale's academy. We've got the third most successful academy in the UK, or in England I think. I mean, it's category C as well I think. Let's see what we can do with a board. They've only given us 50 grand to spend. So we want to increase the wage budget. We need more flexibility, and we can't afford to pay everyone what they deserve. We're running a huge risk of losing what is an impressive core. No, we need to increase the wage budget. Go on, we'll go with that. Right. Fans already on our side. No, they're not actually. Increasing the wage budget to make them happier would be an irresponsible use of money. No, it wouldn't. We cannot grant your request on this basis. That concludes the meeting. Right, here's the thing, Andrew Kilpatrick. If you ever watch this, as fans, we want to see a better playing squad, because we've watched some not so good stuff. I'm gonna be nice about it, okay? To be frank, we need to do everything we can to earn extra money, and unfortunately we're not a rich club. Probably never will be, unless I make millions on YouTube and buy the club. Wouldn't that be something? Should we try to do that? Should I monetize this channel? Should I get to a point where we can monetize it and then we'll make a lot of money to buy Rochdale? Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's going to be difficult for us. So what I'm going to do is I've made a lot of offers for players just to talk with them, but I haven't negotiated anything with them yet. So can we make a budget adjustment? See, we could get 213 grand in transfer budget, but then we'd be short on wages. So it would be screwed. Yeah, so we're gonna commit to spending 60,000. How? I haven't done anything. Oh my days. Right, so I'm gonna get rid of a lot of players. Nothing personal to the Rochdale lads who I do get rid of. I love you all. It's just the game is the game, so you understand. Right, all these lads here can go into the under 23s, because the under 18s, the game will do an AI thing, and the game will sort the under 18s out. And if I don't have under 18 players, it's more likely to give me some decent players when it comes to at the end of the season. Let's see, put him in the under 23 as well, Morgan Morland. See how they're replacing players now. See, so the under 23s, sorry, the under 18s have a good squad, right? So if we go to the under 23s, there you go, they've got enough players to see them through now, hopefully. Steve Collis I'm going to put into the senior squad just in case we need him. Brian Barry Murphy, yeah, I'm going to put him into the senior squad in case we need him. Just leave kids in there. So there we are, we'll let those kids develop. Right, so come with me on this journey, will ya? And make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. Like I said, we'll be doing tutorials. I'm going to be putting some exclusive content on Patreon as well. I've just set that up, so let's call it the Rochdale Fund. That Patreon account and Google AdSense, when we get it, will be the Rochdale Fund, and one day we'll buy Rochdale. The mighty, mighty Pepe supporters will buy Rochdale. So stick with us, and I'll see you all in the next video when we get the game underway. Take care.